Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all have been well. We have a unique and humbling episode this week because I recently quit coffee. Not drinking it, but the business side of it, which I will get into in a bit. But first, I want to go over some quick updates, future plans, my goals going forward with the channel, and what I am currently reading and listening to, and also just life.
Bells ringing, birds singing, hello, good morning.
But let me first address the elephant in the room if you're watching. I had some skin cancer removed recently from my nose, and it looks gnarly. So my apologies for the hideous scene before you. My kids, they said I looked like Scar from The Lion King, and kids can humble the hell out of you. I'm not going to lie. For the reading series, we have one book left in the 8-book reading series, which I hope to finish up in December and release it. That way, we can start off in January with a new reading series, which I may actually have you voting on in the next month or so. Haven't quite decided on what that's going to be yet. So this series has been a blast, and it's been a good lesson for how I want to go about doing the future ones. So for the Harvard Classic series, we have been going through. I'm currently on volume 5, reading through Emerson and his essays, which are just amazing. His writing is deep and very unique. Emerson is one of those individuals who can put into one sentence what would take me an entire page. And that video should be coming out this month if all goes to plan. I'm currently listening to Will Durant's Story of Civilization series, which has been fascinating. I recently completed volume 2, and I just started volume 3, which is Caesar and Christ. I would highly recommend, if you like to listen to books and you love history, definitely check him out. He adds just enough opinion to make the content truly enjoyable. And I will link that series below if you're interested. But moving on to coffee and closing the doors on my little business. Before having kids and starting a family, I really fell into the societal mindset of thinking that my worth came from something external, a business that I created and controlled, or something that I owned. And entrepreneurship was the nail that I hung all this on. It was not good enough just to have a job. If I wanted to be successful or happy, I needed to be an entrepreneur and create my own schedule. And in a weird way, I was trying to become a man through commerce and materialism, a man in the eyes of society's materialistic world, the businessman that makes his way on his own terms. But by the time my third kid arrived, I realized that this longing for purpose that I never really could quite find in business was kind of fulfilled through creating a family. So the idea of starting a business to find purpose, at least in my situation, was the wrong reason to start a business. Now there was laughter and toys left out, the silly questions, the random hugs for no reason, and seeing my wife and myself actually bloom into better people, I realized that the joy I was seeking was growing up all around me. Temperance in my pursuits were just off. The joy of starting a business and creating something out of nothing it's honestly a great feeling. Starting a family is very similar. My message is not to diminish business or entrepreneurship, as I plan to enter back into the game down the road. For me, personally, I just kind of started for the wrong reasons, and I need to just simply rebalance now. Starting a family and creating a business can be a unique path to tread down, and everyone's road is going to be a little different, and both can become the master of your time and energy and direction. Now, a ship cannot sail towards two destinations at the same time, but it can prioritize which destination comes first. To be honest, I started this YouTube channel on reading to basically sell you coffee. Materialism was the goal, but something unexpected occurred. I did not realize how much I was actually going to enjoy discussing these old books, and I never really dreamed this many people would start to follow along the journey. The joy I find in reading and sharing these stories is honestly more rewarding than peddling coffee. Also, as most people know, having a family, a job, a side hustle makes doing almost anything else impossible, and roasting coffee took up a huge portion of my time. It sounds simple, but when you are the roaster, the packager, the website builder, the shipper, the marketer, and the janitor. And don't even get me started on keeping everything in order legally, LLC, taxes, licenses, permits. You realize it's really hard to do alone. So stepping back will kind of give me the time to plan out my next endeavor. I would like to open a coffee shop classical bookstore one day, but to pursue that, I kind of have to cut something now. So when I do open back up, I like to start back with a team. But anyway, that's all a wish at the moment, so I don't want to speak too much on that. So back to reading. The classics in reading in general have made me realize that my focus has been off. What I placed on a pedestal is what the world and society has made me believe was important, what I should be chasing, the conditioning of our culture to consume and be a part of the machine. It's addicting. And to be honest, it's rather fun. But as Emerson would say, it is easy in the world to live after the world's opinion. So, these are my plans going forward. Coffee roasting is shut down for the moment. I really want to thank everyone for being here and supporting this channel as it grows, and I will now have more time to kind of devote to the channel going forward, so hopefully I can get on a better upload schedule and everything like that. I do want to mention, I do not have all this figured out. Often I feel like a blindfolded Marco Polo just meandering his way east, and I have no clue where all this leads, so I just want to put that disclaimer out there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Drink some amazing coffee, pick up some great books, and I will see you very, very soon. I love you all, and as always, stay blessed.